Devin, we've been waiting all year for the playoffs. They are finally here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and predict as many of these games as possible. There's a lot of them. So we're going to start this week with Open all the way through 3AA. This is our Open Division video. Devin, you ready for this?
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, before we do any of that, we got to go to Conor Morissette, who's got Luke Turner.
Here with Luke Turner. Luke, tonight you beat Sierra Canyon, final game of the regular season. That'll make you the #1 seed in the Open Division playoffs. How does that feel?
Feels really good. We lost to them last year in the playoffs, which is really demoralizing to our team. So to be in this year gives us a lot of confidence going into Open Division.
It's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. How do you keep this pace and go and win the Open Division championship?
Well, we just need to stick together as a team, keep being brothers on the floor, keep talking to each other, and keep that chemistry with each other.
In this game, in the first half, you were lights out from three. What was working so well for you?
Just all my teammates just driving and kicking me the ball. I couldn't have done anything without my teammates.
What did you learn about Sierra Canyon tonight that you might be able to use in a potential championship game down the line?
Well, we need to box out more on defense because they get a lot of offensive boards and go back up. And maybe we need to talk a little bit more on defense and be a little more physical on defense.
Congrats, Luke. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, Luke and Rancho Christian are going to be hosting Bishop Montgomery in the first game of Pool A play. What do you think is going to happen?
I think this is a Saturday game, by the way. They moved it to Saturday. It's going to be at Chaparral High School because they have to have a certain amount of attendees who are able to fit into the gym, and Rancho Christian gym was too small. But I'm going to take Rancho Christian here. I think the size of the Mobley brothers is going to be too much for Bishop Montgomery, but don't be surprised if this game is closer than you expect from a 1-8 matchup.
Yeah, I think this actually might be the best game, which sounds weird to say, but the 1-8 matchup, I mean, Bishop Montgomery, they win the Del Rey League with a perfect 9-0 record. Gianni Hunt's going to go to Oregon State. Josh Vasquez going to Montana. And it's going to be it's going to be a tough game for Bradley Zero. He's going to have to cover both the Mobley brothers somehow. He's a big kid, but it's going to be a tough task.
I think Isaiah Johnson's going to be one of the guys who guards one of those two. I'm not sure which one. It wouldn't surprise me if they drop back into a zone either. Bishop Montgomery does a really good job as a team defensive scheme kind of squad. So I think it's going to be, like you said, it's going to be closer than what a lot of people expect.
The next game in Pool A play, it's Etiwanda at Rancho Verde.
This is going to be a really, really fun game. Two really great defensive coaches with Etiwanda's Dave Kleckner and Rancho Verde's Brandon Baker. This is tough. It's going to depend on who has the player who plays the best on the offensive end. And I think it's going to be Jackson Turner, Rancho Verde, so I'm going to go with Rancho Verde here.
I'll go with Etiwanda. I think you're referring to Cameron Pierce on the other end, if I'm not mistaken. Also got Legend Stamps down low, big guy. I'll go with Etiwanda here. So now we're going to also pick the next games in Pool A play. This will be played later in the week, I believe Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. The first one we're going to talk about is Etiwanda at Rancho Christian, but the way you're making it sound, they'll probably have to move that game as well, correct?
Yeah, it'll probably be either at Chaparral again or Temecula Valley if Temecula Valley loses in the first round. But I'm going to go with Rancho Christian here as well. The size is just too much.
I'll go with them too. In the final game, that'll be the Tuesday game. It'll be Bishop Montgomery at Rancho Verde.
No, this is another really good game. That trek on a Tuesday to Moreno Valley, Torrance is tough. I'm going to go Rancho Verde here as well. They're just too good defensively.
I'll go Bishop Montgomery. I mean, again, I know they have the lowest seed, but they're one of the teams to watch out for in the Open Division. We'll go to Pool B now. So the first game of Pool B play, it'll be Mater Dei at Sierra Canyon.
Yeah, and this game's going to be played at Simi Valley High School. Sierra Canyon wasn't big enough to host this game. I'm going to go Sierra Canyon. Too many athletes at too many positions.
Yeah, I think it's kind of funny. The 1 and 2 seeds both had too small gyms to fit everyone in there. The two best teams, arguably. I'll go Sierra Canyon too. I didn't think they were going to lose a game in California. I was proven wrong last week, but I think they're out for vengeance here. Next game, it is Bosco and Centennial.
This is going to be a better game than most expect. Bosco's not 100% healthy, obviously, with Jonathan Salazar out and Christian Estrada, who stepped into the starting role for Salazar, a sophomore forward who is really good. He's out with a broken leg, so I'm going to go Corona Centennial here.
I'll go with them as well. They're perfect 5-0 against common opponents. Bosco is 3-4 against those opponents, so that is enough for me. And then we'll go with the two games that will happen next week. It'll be St. John Bosco at Sierra Canyon first.
Sierra Canyon.
I agree. Mater Dei at Centennial.
This is a little different. Mater Dei is very good at execution on offense, slowing the game down, which is exactly what they want to do against Corona Centennial, who wants to play fast. But I'm going to go with the higher seed here and go Centennial at home.
I'll go Mater Dei, and Mater Dei is 2 years away from me. Very, very good. They're led by 3 sophomores and a junior. Devin Eskew, Ryan Evans, Willem Bradenbach, Harrison Hornery. They're very, very good. So this will be a team that I think will probably compete for the Open Division title in a couple of years. But and I got them winning this game, but I just don't think it's that time yet. And I will also commend CIF. I love the pool play. Big fan of pool play in the Open Division.
Yeah, I mean, with an 8-team bracket, I mean, I think it's the best way to do it for every team to stay in rhythm for the state playoffs. You get 3 guaranteed games. You know who you're playing. You get to kind of operate as if you're playing in the regular season and in league in a sense. So you get to stay sharp instead of going into that consolation bracket and losing motivation to play for nothing, really.
All right, so that'll do it for our Open Division. Make sure to stay tuned for Divisions 1 through 3 AA.